I'm now the victim of the common mistake of assuming going into an interview before you actually get some information from the person you're interviewing, because for some reason, and I know you all too well to have made this assumption, but it was a foregone conclusion that you did 3 weeks of cardio. So I mean 3 days of cardio this week. So I just went into it like, just I didn't even give it a second thought. And so I'm thinking 3 days of cardio, the 2 pounds of weight loss. He's not going to be thrilled with that. Like, I'm perfectly fine with it. Like I said, this is a long game for me. And I know 2 pounds, 2.4 pounds a week is well over 100 pounds a year. So you would consistently keep that up. You'll be in great shape a year from now, no doubt about it. So to me, that's something you can actually celebrate. But I know full well that when you notice that figure versus the weeks prior, and you compare the two, that for you, it may have not been, it may have been somewhat of a letdown. It may have not been what you had anticipated going in if you had been doing 3 days of cardio. But now that you didn't do the 3 days of cardio, it's actually more impressive than to me than it was going in, because with no exercise, you consistently now for 2 weeks have lost weight, not only no exercise, but loose on the diet. In other words, making much better choices, going down a path that's consistent with your weight loss goal, but is not nearly as strict as it could be, yet you are losing weight, and you're losing a considerable amount of weight. So that to me would be motivational if I were in your shoes, because unless you were looking to achieve overnight results, and I know that you are, like I know you all too well to realize that you want this over yesterday, not tomorrow, but
Yeah.
last week. But
Yeah.
point being, you realize that you're coming here every week and you're reporting a number, and you want that number to be as big as it could possibly be. What you're seeing is that it's going to be all contingent upon how much you're willing to do that week. So if you're going to take a more liberal diet approach with no exercise, the results are going to be what they are. They're going to be a couple pounds a week, probably. That's probably going to be what you achieve. If you stay with this, you might be within that range week to week. You want that to increase if you want to start losing weight more quickly, and you want to start seeing results in the 5 pounds a week range, in that vicinity, or even more. Then you get more extreme. You add more exercise, or you add exercise. You do as much as you possibly can in a week. You tighten up the diet a little bit more. But whatever you do, I would make it gradual. You said you haven't done any exercise for the past 2 weeks. So because your schedule is busy with work, and you got a family at home, I would say, we had that ambitious 3-day workout last week planned. So why not go to just get one session in this week? Just do something one day, 30 minutes. Like, if you could get that in, that would be a win, because then you've done that for a week, and you've done that, and that that's something that you probably can fit in the next week. And so once you get to that one a week workout, then we can go from there. But going from 0 to 1 is a huge win. So I would say try to just plan next week. I wouldn't become overly ambitious with exercise. I would just try to get one workout in. In fact, challenge yourself to do it. Like, I'm going to do it whatever day I have to do it. Just have the forethought going into your week and say, I got to get this in. What would be the most opportune time for me to be able to get this one workout of 30 minutes in? Then I'm done for the week when it comes to exercise. And plan that ahead of time. And so that way, going into the week, because if you kind of leave it haphazard, it's not going to happen. It just the week kind of gets by and it escapes you, and before you know it, there's no more time, and here we are again for another week. So if you can pick, and you know how your week usually, one day may be busier than another day, there might be easier to sneak it in at a certain time. Plan ahead of time for that one workout and get that in next week. That would be a huge progress in my opinion. So what I would do, given your current situation with the diet, that you feel comfortable with it as a weight loss plan at this juncture, and that you're still achieving results, I would focus on trying to envision how much better progress you could make by just using exercise as the faucet, as the valve to control how much fat am I burning on this diet. So I'm consuming the food that the diet that you've been eating and that kind of plan that you've been following, just stay consistent with that for now. We'll make changes if necessary going forward, but then use that exercise component to try and increase the amount of progress that you're able to extract from that diet, because it's going to make a big difference once you do start adding cardio workouts in. Like I say, this week we're going to start with one, but this is a long game, so you just got to start somewhere. So if you get that one workout in, and then with the diet, just be as consistent as you think that you're able to be, because of course, the more consistent you are with trying to keep carbs low, the faster that you're going to progress. So you just have to keep that in mind and make a judicious decision as to what you're going to do each and every meal. And hopefully the vast majority of them are low carb, high protein, and with fat. And that's going to really accelerate the process. All right, brother, this is what you're going to do. It's very simple. Just add that one day of exercise, plan it out now. In fact, you're here. So which day is it going to be? I'm going to put you on the spot. You tell me right now which day that you're going to exercise for 30 minutes. You got 7 days. We're on a Friday. So Friday to Friday, which day?
Sunday.
Sunday. All right. That's
Sunday.
it. Easy. Easiest negotiation ever. We didn't have to go back and forth on anything. It came right out instantly. So that's perfect. So now it's on the calendar, Sunday. Put it in your phone, wherever it is you mark down your notes, wherever you get reminders. Just make sure that you actually see that Sunday's coming up. I got to get that 30 minutes in. That once that 30 minutes is done, then you don't have to do anything more for the week when it comes to exercise. You just have to focus on the diet and planning your meals out and just making sure that you pack your meals.